Hey everyone! Today I want to talk to you about anticipation. This is a topic that has been on my mind for the last couple of weeks, especially with a lot of people on the booktube community doing their most anticipated releases of 2016, and I don't have any. I guess you could say I'm one of those booktubers that don't really care about the books coming out. I understand the logistics of it all, but I'm at a place inside me where I'm not like dying for the next book to come out, if that makes sense. I guess for this to really make sense, I need to rewind just a little bit. And the fact that as a teenager, I was obsessed with TV and TV shows and reality TV. I watched reality TV with my parents, and so there's that anticipation of every single week of the next installment of that live TV show, or the next installment of my favorite TV show that's currently on the air. Found as growing up being an adult and going through university and not being able to watch the things I wanted to watch when they were happening, whether it be lack of access to cable television or just don't have the time, I was realizing in myself I wasn't really liking the fact that I was just gasping for the next episode, or, you know, I really need to go see that now or I'm going to die kind of feeling. So I kind of retrained my brain into thinking it's okay, it's just a TV show. And I've actually preferred to not watch something as it's airing and binge watch it later. Case in point, I am seasons behind in Supernatural. I am seasons behind in Game of Thrones. Yet to read the 7th Harry Potter book. You know, but I'm not dying to read it. If I don't get to it, I don't get to it. And I think that's something I've switched in my brain. The only exception was Star Wars. I needed to see that opening weekend or as soon as possible, because there's no way I was gonna go weeks without seeing the new Star Wars movie. I already have a countdown for the next one, and I will be getting tickets for the midnight premiere because I've yet to go to a midnight premiere. But Star Wars is incredibly emotionally nostalgic for me, and that's something altogether on the side. That being said, thinking about all of the new releases coming out this year in the book world, I am not paying attention to it. One, because I'm not reading the type of books that are coming out, like, oh, the next Throne of Glass book is probably coming out this year, but I've only read the first book, so I've got time. If it comes out, it comes out. I'll get to it eventually, if I get to it. I'm not one of those lucky ones that get arcs from publishing companies, though if that happens in the future, that happens in the future, and I will only ever give my honest opinion about the books that I read. But it also got me thinking about hype and things like that. The fact that when a book comes out, there are several booktubers who are going to be reading that at the exact same time. Sometimes I want to be on that boat and sometimes I don't. I want to be far away from the hype train as possible. Case in point with Passenger by Alexandra Bracken. I only picked this up because I was impulsive and I saw it at the bookstore and I was like, sure, let's get on the hype train for this, just to see what, just experience it and be a part of the narrative of the release of this book. Could I have waited? Yes. Having read it already, I could have waited. I could have read this in 2017 and I'd be perfectly okay. I'm sure there are plenty of actually good books coming out this year. I'm not saying that the hype is bad or, you know, you shouldn't read it when you come out. It's to each their own, and I guess this is what I am trying to explain, that I am the type of person that will wait, and I'm kind of glad I've gotten to that point. I read books when I want to read them and when I'm in the mood to read them. So I might read a book that no one's ever heard of, or, you know, something that's going to be newly released. Another thing that factors into not getting newly released books is the fact that I really enjoy paperbacks over hardcovers. Dealing with this is just inconvenient in my opinion, and sometimes the book feels like very stiff, so I'd rather have something that's floppy and I could just, it has a better feel and a better reading experience for it in my opinion. So that book might be coming out and I'll be really excited for it, but I will also wait till it's in paperback because the rest of the books I have in that series are also paperback and I'm okay with it. So that's what I have to say about anticipating new releases of books and things, and TV shows and movies basically go under the same category with the exception of Sherlock. Sherlock I will watch right now because I've been waiting for so long, which has also helped me in the fact that 2 years could go by before I get the next installment of Sherlock, and it has trained me well. Thank you, Stephen Moffat. Thank you. Anyway, let me know what your thoughts and opinions are about anticipating new releases of things, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!